Hi, I'm Doug Wallman. I'm going to be unboxing the Oktava, and I'm going to try to say Oktava. I could say Octava or something, but I think I'm going to stick with Oktava. So I'm going to be unboxing the Oktava MK-012, and mine is a -3 at the end, and the -3 at the end is only referring to which kit, because mine has 3 interchangeable mic capsules. I think it's Cardioid, Hypercardioid, and Omnidirectional, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's right. And I think there's also a -12 dB pad in there and a little mic clip holder. So let's get to unboxing. Suppose we will use this handy dandy utility knife. Looks like we have this wrapped in another postage box. Or a bag. A box inside a bag. They're both postage related. Alright, so keep going with this. I want to do this very carefully. Tab to pull maybe? No. Maybe I'm too careful. Like, come on, get on with it. Unbox this thing. I think it's pretty much sealed up right here. Little bubble wrap there. Here. See what I'm doing here. Pouring the peanuts in there. Okay. Exciting moments. All right. It's wrapped pretty good. Am I recording? I do not believe I am recording. I don't know what happened. I'm right. I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't or something. But anyway, I got this far into the unboxing. I think I looked down. New order. Thank you, Doug. Oktava. I think I said I was going to say Oktava. North American distributor. MK-012-03 microphone. The 03 is, like I said, just that designates which kit this is, which includes, in this case, a small diaphragm cardioid, Omni, and Hypercardioid capsules. Once again, small diaphragm cardioid, Omni, and Hypercardioid capsules. New logo, same great sound. And I'm hoping this comes with that the wooden box. I want to be very careful with this because it's just kind of slide out. I do not like to destroy things, especially like this. There's no sliding that out. Could probably cut into it there maybe, or unravel it from this angle. Well, I already sort of tore it right there. There we go, more layers of things. I did get the box. I think I've seen one reviewer just slice up to get this cellophane off of here. It's like, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. So yeah, nice box, see that? All right, we want to make sure this other camera is recording real quick. Yep. Okay, I'm back. I only have one chance to do this right. We are going to open this. My Oktava microphone capsules. Gelicone? Gelicone, is that what I call it? Maybe that's what it's called, I forget. So here's the, I think they call it the preamp or the body. Oh, it is XLR. But I can make that work with my camera. Just, let me slow down. I'm too excited. I can make that work with my camera just fine. It might not be real convenient for mobile, but. So yeah, that was the preamp slash body. Slow down here. It's trying to focus. Oh, there, it can do it. There it is. All right. That's the, I'm going to call it the holder clip. I've noticed some people have really pointed out that it's not shock resistant. At this point in the venture, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just happy to have a decent microphone. Of course, this lavalier is pretty good, but I noticed it picks up on my breathing. So here's one of the capsules. Grab it from this way, maybe. I'm not sure which one I picked up. I'll have to see what designates what for what kind it is. It's got some numbers along the side. I do not know if that's the Cardioid. It has a symbol there that might let me know what that is. There. Sweet. Here's another one. It'll come with instructions, and I'm sure. Oh. Yep, they all pretty much look the same. But Yeah, those are numbers along the side. Oh, yeah, this has the polar pattern. This is probably the omnidirectional just based on that symbol. I'm trying to get it to focus. You see that? So it has a polar pattern signal on there. And my camera's throwing a fit, does not want to focus. Well, maybe if I give it a little stress relief and go down here, it'll cooperate. And then slowly go up. It just doesn't want to do it, I guess. I mean, you can kind of see it. I think from that distance we'd be okay. So yeah, that was probably the Omni given what was I going to say? The polar pattern. Oh wait, this looks more like that would be Omni. My bad. This has like a circle. So I've taken it that's omnidirectional. I mean, this is not, I guess I'll just settle for down here. It is trying to focus. So that's the circle, so I take it that's an Omni. And the one I said was Omni before is not. That one. So I'm thinking this is maybe Cardioid, and I could be wrong. I'm just basing it off of that logo written there. That written thing there on the side. It's not really a logo, I forgot what you'd call that. Not really an etching either, but it lets you know the polar pattern. I take it this must be Supercardioid, but I could be wrong. And the owner's manual is probably going to tell me if I just look at that. Okay. Did I point this out already? This is that minus 10 dB pad, which at this point in the venture I'm really not too interested in. I think it'd be more like for miking a guitar or instrument, or if you're in a really noisy environment. You know, probably if I was going to mic my speakers or my keyboard, so it may come in handy. Well, you can get these in a stereo pair, but I did not get that. I thought somewhere here there was going to be a frequency. There is. That's right here. But I thought they did handwritten ones, and maybe they do. Maybe it's like hidden underneath here or something. But it's okay. I'm not going to tear this apart to try to find it. Maybe it is around here somewhere. But here they just have, there's a graph there showing a frequency response chart, I think is what that's called, of each one of these. So yeah, the cardioid capsule is the one that looks like that. That's okay. I was all confused before. Let's basically start all over. First, let's see if I'm even recording still. All right, so we're back to recording on the other camera. So yeah, this shows the different polar patterns that are, I'm going to say etched for lack of a better word, onto the mic capsules themselves. Looks like, once again, that one's the omnidirectional capsule. So yeah, these have interchangeable capsules. And I've been warned by at least one reviewer to be very careful with these threads, because if you cross thread it, it's kind of game over. I don't know, I'm trying to decide which one would be the best one to try first. Of course, the lavalier I'm using now is omnidirectional, but I think we kind of want to try something different, right? I think a lot of people really like the Hypercardioid or the Cardioid. I don't know if I ever did read the description for Cardioid. For wide range pickup in front of the microphone, ideal for vocal use and mini studio applications. Let's read that again. Cardioid capsule for wide range pickup in front of the microphone, ideal for vocal use and mini studio applications. But I'll probably just read this when I actually have this connected. So yeah, it's a very nice looking kit. Maybe I'll put this back in here so I can kind of showcase this a little better. It just kind of fits in there like that. Very nice. I think it can accomplish that focus. For goodness sake, you better be able to do that. Does it have any etching on the side? Just made in Russia. We've got to know that about it. And it's got the, I think they said they changed the design or something here. Where did I read that? And it's got specs. I've got to showcase that just a little bit. Yep. Like hold it up there for 5 minutes till my arm's all tired. Oktava MK-012, I think they say 012 sometimes. Condenser microphone. Operating instructions. The MK-012 condenser microphone is a multi-capsule condenser microphone intended for use in sound recording, broadcast, and sound reinforcement. And it has the different specs listed here. I'm not going to read all that. I really should be reading this from the capsules. Man, it's having a hard time focusing. But no, I'm focused on sound over a lens that's going to do what I want. I don't know. Yeah, let's get these. Let's get one of these connected. I'm not sure which one I'll go for. My guess is I'd go for probably the Cardioid, since that's kind of middle of the road. Yeah, let's maybe try that. I could change my mind though. See you in a bit. All right, well, before I get on with recording this, let's actually show me threading this on here. I'm going to choose the Cardioid capsule. I'm going to double check that symbol to make sure that is what I think it is, and it is. So very carefully as to not cross thread, because once you do that, it's game over. Let's see if we can achieve some focus first. So yeah, that's the Cardioid. We're going to go ahead and, I almost said cross thread. We're going to go ahead and thread this. Like right there, that didn't look very cool. I'm just trying to get it on there without cross threading it. There, I did it. Looks like I could maybe use a little more ISO or different aperture or something here. Oh, the camera went off. That's okay. That's what that looks like. I have a feeling that's not too focused. It might be all right. There it is. There, that's a little better. We shall see what this sounds like. And once you have the capsule inserted in there, you're not going to probably put it away in here. There's not really a spot for an assembled mic, unless you cut out your own place and did some rearranging or something, which I won't do. We'll just leave it probably set up, or maybe put it in a separate bag or something if I want to put it away. All right, let's get on to what it sounds like. That'd be kind of a better thing to move on to. Although I am very interested in how this can perform with its overhead here, trying to show off my gear here. If I can achieve a focus or not. Looks like it's doing all right. All right, on to better things. What does it sound like? All right, we're back. Let's just read something. The microphone operation explained. Cardioid capsule for wide range pickup in front of the microphone. Ideal for vocal use and mini studio applications. And the next two are not what this one is. This is the cardioid capsule. The next one here I'm going to read is hypercardioid capsule for more directional pickup, useful for pinpointing a sound source and excluding unwanted nearby noise. Omnidirectional capsule will pick up sounds from all directions around the mic. And it goes on to talk about the minus 10 dB pad to be screwed in between the body and the capsule to reduce the mic's sensitivity by 10 dB. Useful for miking a particularly loud sound source, such as a guitar, cabinet at high volumes, etc., to achieve a more manageable signal. Number 5, Well, we could try this. Hold on. This is really meant for my Zoom N1H or whatever it's called. But we'll stick it on here. It's way oversized for this. Whoa. It is a sensitive mic, all right. Number 5, preliminary amplifier. The body of the mic amplifies the sound picked up from the capsule to bring the output to the correct level for use in conjunction with the balanced input of the mixer. The microphone is warranted for a period of 12 months from the date of purchase. Well, from these headphones here, it does sound pretty good, actually. Now, I have read Psalm 91 before, and I actually used an Oktava mic for that, but it was Oktava 319, and I had some music, and that had some vibe to it. I might put a link in the description box for that, but I think it was Psalm 91. Let me read it here, and I won't provide music, I don't think. Could change my mind. But just to hear what the mic sounds like, and this, once again, being the cardioid capsule. Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. And I'll turn the page, is going to create some noise, right? If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Wow, that's pretty good sounding mic there. Makes me want to read just a little bit differently. Honestly, though, I think if this was maybe boomed a little more, I do kind of like this. I don't know if that's the proximity effect just yet, maybe. But usually it might be up and slanted towards me. This is going to make some noise. Maybe I could actually just turn it off for a second. Sync that again or not. So now I have it pointed. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it's more, I don't even know if that's out of frame, but I don't mind showing off the mic a little bit. It's going to sound a little different, I suppose, being up there like that. Or I could have had it like angled more straight down, but I have it just like that. I might just read just a little bit of Psalm 91 again. We'll see how far I get. It still kind of picks up like throaty noises a little bit, but I imagine it will be better than a lavalier. It better be, huh? He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow. Now this I might be able to turn up a little bit. Test. Because it's not as close to me. Test 1, 2. Test. I'll probably have a little bit of a noise floor with that method, but it's all right. Test 1, 2. See how that sounds. Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers and let's try that again. Verse 4. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. Turn the page again. That's going to create a little noise. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift up, verse 12. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Got a motorcycle going by. Or traffic of some kind there. Now the Supercardioid might have, it wouldn't be like a shotgun mic, but it might have focused a little more on me in that regard. This is turned up pretty good here. The little preamp I got here. I usually don't show this guy off too much. And I can't monitor what you can see now because it lost connectivity with my phone there. I think it's still recording. So that's that. I'll probably try the next two capsules a little bit later and include that in my video. But right now, I just like this cardioid, and it's getting kind of late, but we'll move on to the next clip. But you won't know any different, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. But regardless of that, the next clip coming right up. Well, I'm back. I think I like how it sounds better with the mic not boomed out of frame. It's like right in front of me. And this time I chose this, what do you call this thing? Like a wind filter? I might get something like this for it, but this is the wrong size. I think people might want to hear what it sounds like when I go off in different directions with the mic. I could either be the one to change positions or just change the mic. But now that I went through all the trouble of getting this thing on here, I guess we'll take it off and... Well, does this unclip easily? How easy does this unclip? It's gonna make some noise. Here, let's turn this down. Alright. Now this is going to have some handling noise because I don't have a shock mount. It's not a big deal to me, but just to have a general idea. Normally I would have it just being held on the boom arm there. This is, what do you call it? Straightforward access, direct. And then this is left access, back to center, right access, and that's the other direction opposite of me. Back to right, left, no, right, center, left, opposite, left, center. Anyway, you get the idea. Maybe a little farther away to see what that sounds like. Test, 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 test. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good mic. Whoops. Yeah, it's a little sensitive. I better be careful with it. Test, 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 test. Yeah, see, that does make a difference. So yeah, plosives, things like that. Just be careful. Probably more careful than I was when I just banged it up against this thing. I kind of wasn't looking forward to doing this sort of a thing. You know, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Probably get on with the next capsule now. I can move this for right now. So yeah, this is powered off, and I'm going to change the capsule. By the way, that was the Cardioid. Kind of failed to mention that again. So we're going to unplug. Wait a second, is that how that works? Yeah. We're going to unscrew this and put it back in the case. What do we want to try next? Probably not the Omni just yet. This is, it's called the Hypercardioid. The useful response extends far beyond this. Oh, 20 hertz to 20 kHz. The useful response extends far beyond this, it says. But anyway, this is once again, the Hypercardioid capsule. For a more directional pickup, useful for pinpointing a sound source. Let me try this again. Hypercardioid capsule. For a more directional pickup, useful for pinpointing a sound source and excluding unwanted nearby noise. All right. Well, see how this sounds. I think I actually have to get this in here. We have to do some maneuvering. Which I'm probably better doing off camera, but it wasn't so hard before. What was my problem? There we go. There. Getting this thing. I don't have a very good knack for getting the filter on here right. Probably put this down a little further. We don't want that really touching, I don't think. It was nicer the way I had it. Put a lot of work into bending this just right. That should work though. Well, let me see what this sounds like. So right now I hear nothing because I'm not powered on. Turn on the levels. That's my left channel. And this is my right channel. Kind of guessing on a good level there. I don't see that I'm clipping from this perspective. Sorry. I don't see that I'm clipping from this perspective here because the signal's in the green. Going to my camera could be a different story. No, I see signals there too, right here. And it does not look like it's clipping. It looks like it's approximately just a little below the negative 12 dB, which is probably good. I have a little cushion there. I can still hear that the lens trying to focus. But this is the directional, so it should block out some unwanted noise. And my fridge isn't even on right now. Not that I really want it to go on, just to test it. But there's a little traffic there. But I don't know if I heard that through the microphone, through my headphones or not. What I could do is read Psalm 91 again. Oh, there's my fridge. I'm pretty sure you can hear that. I did pick up the right one, right? Test 1. What's my pattern on here? Yep, that's the hypercardioid. Can you hear my fridge? I'm going to actually turn it off. All right, so I think you still need to turn off basic utilities like fridges, air conditioning. It probably will help some. Before we do all that, I'll turn it back off here and we'll do that left, right, center, rear thing. Probably should turn down the volume before I turn it off. All right. Whoa, I gotta turn this down. Test 1 2, test 1 2. All right, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Yeah, it's a little sensitive, all right, but that's why you'd have it mounted and probably not hand holding it unless you had a shock mount of some kind. I mean, that would be on a boom arm or something, though, wouldn't it? I don't know much about those. Maybe I should look into it. Maybe for the time being. I'll turn this down again. And like I said before, this will work and be functional, but it's not really the right size. It doesn't fit over it very nicely. This wind foam thing, but it seems to work just fine. So this is center. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Whoops. Left axis. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. What would you call this? Rear axis? I don't know. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Oh yeah, we got the sound of that thing kind of just hanging there. It's probably making things worse when I'm moving stuff around. Hold on. Let's try without that. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Right axis. Center. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Left axis. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Rear axis. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Right axis. Am I saying that right? Probably not. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And this is the heart. Sorry, this is the hypercardioid. This is the hypercardioid. This is a 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 hypercardioid. All right. All right, turning this back on again. I don't exactly like how this is positioned. I think it'll work just fine, but I don't like it. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. So once again, this is the Hypercardioid microphone capsule, the Oktava MK-012, I'm going to say. And I could say -03 at the end of that too, because that signifies which kit this comes from or is a part of, which is the kit with 3 condenser, is that what they are? Condenser capsules. Okay. And once again, I keep reiterating which capsule I'm using. It is the Hypercardioid. And maybe I'll read that again. The description of that. Hypercardioid capsule. For a more directional pickup, useful for pinpointing a sound source and excluding unwanted nearby noise. Am I clipping? Test 1, 2. 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 Sounds pretty good. Guys, I may actually need to get some water here. Hold on. That may be useful. That may be useful for determining the sound. What do you call it? Cancellation? Not really that, but I forget what you even call it. I think that would be the right term. How do you like my headphones that are pretty much destroyed, but they sound excellent. They just, the pads finally gave way. Anyhow, still seems to work pretty good. I think I'll read a little bit from Psalm 91, or maybe the whole chapter. All right, shall we begin? Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. For you will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you. No disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him the joy. Well, it doesn't say that. I was going to say the joy of my salvation. Let's reread it. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Got some S issues there on that last verse. Let's see. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Now, I don't know if my ears picked it up, but it seems like I did like the Cardioid better, but I'm not really sure. I'm kind of cotton-mouthed right now, even though I just drank some water. So that could be it too. I'll probably need some more water, actually. Should have just had some right here. I think we kind of featured that, the hypercardioid. You know, in the future there'll be plenty other videos. I don't know if I'll specify what I'm using. Probably sometimes. Yeah, let's move on to the next mic. All right. So that's off because we haven't switched the mic capsule yet. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm sure this is in the way. There. Now it's not. So this was the hypercardioid. So we're going to unscrew that. I wonder if I'll just end up using one most of the time. So now we're going to try next the omnidirectional. Being very careful. Here. Try this again. Being very careful not to cross thread. There we go. Not too tight either. I mean, don't crank on it too much. I've already showed what that looks like. But it's going to look the same pretty much. We just have a different polar pattern on here. That circle there being the omnidirectional. Double checking. Yep. So let's get it plugged in. Should have a little more experience doing this now. All right, that should work. We'll turn it on and then turn up the volume. Oh, there's fireworks. Yes, what, July 2nd, so it's almost the 4th, you know. Perfect. All right, this is definitely a different sound here. It still sounds good, but it doesn't sound like it has. Well, maybe I'm a little farther from it too. I might be test, or maybe I just have to get closer to get some of that same, was it proximity effect or the deepness? I do not know. Test 1 2, test 1 2. It doesn't seem as subject to implosives. Maybe I'll move it just a little bit closer. I don't know if that's fair. And it seems like I hear more. I mean, it's totally subjective. I didn't even really look at the specs. I'm going to write off just a tiny little bit there, but well, let's just read Psalm 90 or 91, sorry, and see what that sounds like. I'm going to have to get more water if I'm going to read that again. And when I go off to get a drink of water, see what you hear maybe, huh? Fall back. Fireworks. You'll hear some fireworks in the background. Now, in all fairness, I don't remember hearing that when I was on the Hypercardioid or the Cardioid. If I did, it was just barely here and there. I don't remember for sure. All right. Reminder, don't do videos after eating. I hope I edit some of my stuff out. My indiscretions. All right. Psalm 91. And once again, this is the Omnidirectional MK-012. Probably more specifically, the Oktava MK-012. And then the dash of 03 at the end. Once again, it's just specifying that it comes from this kit of 3 cardioid capsules. Except I'm not sure if the Omni is cardioid or not. I really don't know. It says MK-012-03 microphone. Small diaphragm cardioid, Omni, and hypercardioid capsules. New logo, same great sound. That's where I've seen that at before. Fireworks, yeah. Are they talking just strictly about that logo right there? That might be the case. I might want to lift this up just a little bit. Now that I'm changing my position a little bit, it's probably not 100% fair, but I'm actually trying. I would make adjustments, so it's fair in that regard. I mean, if I heard something that needed changing, I would do it to my liking, so it's fair. But not really, but it kind of is. Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent. For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because He loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. All right, I don't know if that's a wrap or not. I was maybe going to demo some coffee, but it's 9:31 at night. But I could always tag that on a little bit later, or a separate video. We're just rambling on because you get to hear what this Omnidirectional Oktava MK-012 sounds like. But I'm kind of tired of hearing my own voice. For right now, I am anyway. So hope you enjoyed watching the video. Do remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. Sure would be appreciated. I think I seen one comment on a different video that it's kind of nice. Someone who probably has a day job but gives honest reviews, more or less. I don't want to trash any other way of doing YouTube. If you do it full time, that's awesome. But maybe sometimes less professional gives kind of more of the, I would just say, the day-to-day opinions, down to earth. I don't know if I'm really that. I'm kind of a complicated mess. No. Well, hope you did enjoy watching the video. God bless. How could I? Almost forgot that left axis, center, right axis, rear axis thing. Let's turn down the volume, turn it off while I make this handheld. That's not going to sound good. There. All right. Turning it back on. Turning the volume back on. That's the right channel. This is the left channel. This is just a mono though, but I'm not sure how to explain all that. It's still gonna basically be able to pan off to the right and left. Yeah. All right. Well, this is center. Centered. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Left access, but I'll maybe try to get in front of it like that. Left access. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. We're back to center. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Let's go behind this plosive protection thing. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Oh yeah, yeah. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Center. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Right access. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Rear access. It doesn't sound very good, does it? I don't know what the right word is. It's from the opposite direction. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And we're back to center. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. I should really come up with something else to say. But no, that gives you an idea. That gives you an idea. That gives you an idea. I still say it sounds more the way it should up front like that. But it might be the hardware too versus just the mic capsule. Test. I mean, if I was right up here, there's also a distance issue. And if I was just right here, when I can't literally get behind the mic capsule, I mean, kind of, but it's farther away. Kind of, but it's farther away. Yeah. Like from that point, test. That point. I'm trying to create relatively the same distance so you can maybe have a fairer comparison. Yeah. All right. Well, I'd say that sounds pretty good, but whoa. Smacking of the lips and whatnot. Breathing like that. Yeah, I'd say I feel bad, but maybe the Omni is my least favorite at this point, but that could change just depending on what I'm using it for. And it doesn't always have to sound like a deep voice reading Psalm 91, you know. The Omni might be fine in certain situations, but I did kind of like how the other two sounded a little bit better. Is this more natural, though, maybe? I don't know. Now, one thing I might not feature right now is the negative 10 dB pad, because I don't have any use for it right at the moment. What I might do is play my keyboard and then have it going through my speaker. That's a possibility. I don't know if I'll include that in this video or not, because really this video does have to end at some point. But I imagine if you were going to mic an instrument, you probably do want the negative 10 dB pad, or minus 10 dB pad. But I really don't feel a need to demo that. We know it's not going to sound as, we know the signal or the audio signal is going to be 10 dB less. I mean, I'm not going to probably want to demo that, but there's plenty of channels out there that would. Yeah. What we have here is a nice kit. Well, maybe I could get this out of the way. Yay. Bye-bye. So, I don't know if I can make that focus, but yeah, you've already seen it. Probably the one thing missing that's not included in the kit is a foam windshield thing. Whoa, plosive, exactly right. How come sometimes it just acts differently to how I breathe? That time it was more deep rumble. Anywho, once again, just another reminder, please do remember to subscribe and hit the notification buttons. That way you can listen to more videos just like this. Have a great day and God bless you. And thanks for listening.